Welcome back to the vlog, you guys, and welcome back to Le DEMI-CHÂTEAU. If you don't know me, I'm Amadeus and I'm renovating this 13th century chateau in rural France here. And it's 2024. Happy New Year! If you've been following me, you've went through Christmas with me on Vlogmas, and what a crazy time that was. So now I took 2 weeks off and I'm ready to get rolling again, ready to do things, do projects. So in this video, I want to talk to you about my plans for 2024, how I plan to achieve them, and I'll just take you along the next 2 days because today is Friday. So Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday this video will be live. So you're watching this right now. And yeah, so I would say, c'est parti! First off is village life galore because I'm going up to my boyfriend's in a bit to shred some wood because I need some wood shreddings also for my garden. He needs wood shreddings for his garden. So, and he still has like lots of wood and branches from his trees that need to be shredded. So we're about to tackle this. But one more thing just happened this very morning. So in case you remember and you've watched other vlogs of mine, you might remember all my going around with French bureaucracy, and one big step happened like 1 or 2 weeks ago. I got the letter that I'm inside the French health insurance. So I have been paying Social Security all along, because it's 21% of your earnings in France. So everybody pays into the same pot, everybody's insured with the same insurance countrywide. So it's a very fair and social system. But I needed like a final card, health insurance card, and so that's in the making. I should be getting it soon. I sent my photo and my signature off for that to be made. And this morning, I get another really important email, because yesterday night I wrote an email to the city of Düsseldorf, where I'm still registered actually, and I wanted to deregister. Oh no. Oh, I quickly had to leave because I heard puking noises. Anita was puking. I don't know why. To go back to the topic of deregistering, so I'm gonna fill out the form they sent me. And they said I can do it via email, and then I'll be deregistered in Germany. I'm so excited. It's literally like, it's not even been a year. I mean, I moved quite spontaneously in February, not knowing, and I started the whole process actually like really in late summer, or in summer when I opened the business basically. So it's been a crazy ride, and I think I'm doing quite well. I mean, 6 or 7 months to like get everything sorted, import a car, new health insurance, register, do all the things, open up a business, close your businesses. Quite crazy. We're heading up. I sent the email. Oh my god. Now I'm just waiting for the reply to get my deregistration paper, and once I have that, I can go and call up the embassy in Bordeaux, because I will need a new passport and I'll have to deal with them. And kind of thinking probably it will take about 6 months to get a passport ready. So that's why I really want to get things going as soon as possible. And I will have to see how to deregister my business as well, or if it goes automatically and things like this. But yeah, let's see. We've been shredding and cutting wood since 3 hours, but it's really starting to show, and it's really good. Making really good progress. Oh, but it's also heavy on the body. But yeah, that's rural life. Whew, it started raining, but the sun is out as well, so just taking quick shelter. So we managed quite a bit today, and I'm really exhausted. We also cleaned a bit of the terrace of my boyfriend's house, and now I'm heading back home. I'm gonna take a shower at home, gonna feed little Annie Tutu, and then I'll be on my way back up because we're having a curry evening and we're gonna watch a movie and do all the nice things and just enjoy the evening calmly. Looking at myself, I really need to cut my hair. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to La Rochefoucauld. Gonna do some more DIYing at my boyfriend's place. So let's see how much I can film of that. And yeah, I just will say see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to the hardware store in La Rochefoucauld. We're looking at stuff. What a day. I've just showered and it is 6:30 and we're about to have early dinner and then move on to the cinema because there's a really interesting Portuguese film that's on in a village next to us, so we want to see if we can catch that film. Let's see. I'm really tired for today. It was like so much stuff, so much arranging stuff, so much making this wardrobe happen for my boyfriend, but it went really well and we sorted everything out. So I think I will just like sit down calmly tomorrow morning or noon, because that video is not coming out until the evening French time, so I'll have a bit of time to still edit, and then I'll let you know all about my plans for 2024 and this channel and everything. Good morning. Maybe turn on that light. So it is Sunday morning. I have just taken my shower. I've just gotten back from my boyfriend's place. We've been staying there a lot lately. So I'm sorry for the vlog being a bit like maybe not perfect. It takes me a bit of time to get back into vlogging and to document my life properly. So cut me some slack this month and I promise I'll do better. And yes, I want to sit down with you and actually have a little chat about my plans for 2024, what you can expect of this channel, what I expect of my life, all these kinds of things that I want to sort out and talk to you and wrap this video up. I'm not sure. I'm planning to go for a walk in Saint Estèphe. Let's see if my boyfriend wants to join. He wasn't sure because he's cooking up some dinner. He's preparing dinner for tonight already because it just needs to soak a long time. Yeah, I'd say let's go and make a coffee and I will see you downstairs in the Grand Salon and we'll talk about my plans. And just in case you were wondering, Soudain l'été prochain, it's not happening. It's not suddenly the next summer, because that's what it means. So temperatures are actually dropping in Charente next week, and I'm hoping that I can get to this rhythm of 2 videos a week. So one midweek vlog, and at the end of the week have a more like DIY kind of video. So I hope I can keep that consistent. That's one of my plans. But let's first go downstairs. I was just talking and talking and talking, and then I realized I was filming the other side. So here we go again. My plans for 2024. I'll make it a bit briefer because I've been talking a lot, and I think I can kind of cut it all down and brief it a bit down. So my plans are I'm going to open up the B&B from mid-March until late September, probably, with some breaks in between because it's my birthday and things like this where I don't want to host people. Simply because I've decided that it's too cold upstairs. I need to insulate the upstairs at one point much, much better. But heating the upstairs and heating the whole chateau right now and having guests over would just not be fair to guests and to my wallet. To be absolutely frank, because it's just a ton of money that I would spend on heating because gas is really expensive. I'm heating with gas here. So I have decided not to do it because it's economically not worth it. And I also want to try and see how I can diversify my whole income streams, I'd say. So one of the big goals is to get monetized. I really want to get monetized on YouTube in the next 6 months. I'd love to be monetized by this summer. So that's kind of like my goal that I'm pushing for, and I'm really hoping that we can all achieve this and that we can grow this community and that you'll actually profit from the videos and that I can take you along as I go about my daily business. I will show you all the DIYs and things because there's tons of stuff coming up. And so we have the huge bathroom makeover. I mean, huge. The big bathroom makeover of my personal bathroom. And at the same time, I would like to raise the floors in the first floor. Yeah, because as you can see, these are like that. So it's the floorboards here. And on top, there's another floorboard. So basically, you have to raise the floor to get a bit more insulation. First of all, I want to insulate a bit better to retain the heat in down here and up there. And I also want to have a bit more privacy up there because right now you can hear every step and every word. I mean, it's an old house, you know? But if I put insulation in between and do a second floor, raise the floor by maybe 5 centimeters, not much more, but properly insulated in between, I can hear a total difference between my first floor and the second floor where the new bathrooms are, where I did exactly that, where the floor is raised, it's insulated in between the beams, and it's like you don't hear anything. You don't it's really, really well done. So I want to do the same on the first floor to insulate everything and to have a bit more privacy for myself. Ultimately, I want to put in another bathroom, maybe at one point in the boudoir, which is the guest room right next to mine, which would mean I could rent out this room as well, which is like a more kind of airy room. It could be rented out already during heating season because this room heats really well. It's the warmest room of the chateau, actually. And it would also mean my parents, who are usually staying in there, would have a room where they could stay and come and have their own bathroom, basically. So I'm kind of planning to do it in a closet, like have the toilet closed up on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side have a glass door that leads into a shower. But yeah, that's kind of like this needs to be budgeted basically. So I'll need to see how much budget I will have left and how things will turn out for now. What I ultimately would like to do is to turn this whole business into more of a retreat business than a B&B business, because I've just discovered for myself last year that the B&B, running a B&B all by yourself is a lot of work and it's a lot of anxiety for me. And I just need to like watch out for myself and for my mental health and also physically, it's physically also quite a lot. So I just need to find ways to be sustainable in all kinds of ways, economically, mentally, ecologically, all the things. So yeah, those are the huge projects that I'm planning to do. Probably there will be more coming up along the way. I mean, there's still like upholstery project, like there's still like a ton of different like smaller projects. We'll have to tackle the outside again once it gets warmer. There will be tons of content. I promise you that, because it never really stops. And I think once the sun is out and once it gets warmer, we can go around the markets and everything. And yeah, and if you'd like to join me here, I still have spots open for the two retreats I'm giving. So one is a vegan cooking retreat, and I'll teach you veganized French recipes in a French rural setting. We'll go to market. I'll let you explore the area. You'll get a bit of tips. We'll talk a bit about how it is to be vegan, what kind of supplements you should be taking if you'd be interested. It's more like I would say it's more a retreat for someone who's interested in veganism, and who might have family who's vegan and they would like to like accommodate them in their cooking. I don't think it's a retreat for vegans who have been vegan for a really long time and who have been cooking vegan for a really long time. So I don't think then that is exactly for you. But if you want to explore more, or if you want to learn generally about vegan cooking, or if you're vegan and you haven't been cooking much, or you haven't been cooking, because I don't use I the only substitute I use basically is tofu, and I try to really keep it all non-processed foods. So if you want to delve into that, then that is absolutely the retreat for you. And yeah, there you can book it on my website. There are still 2 rooms free, so I would be very happy to have you here. Or if your yoga is more your thing, then I have a yoga retreat coming up, um, with a really good yoga teacher who's my ex-husband. And he's been teaching yoga for a really long time now, and he's very experienced. He does a yin and yang yoga retreat here, which you'll get a bit more like movement kind of yoga, but you'll also get very subtle, very relaxing yoga as well. You can hang out here because it's at the end of May, beginning of June, so it will be really beautiful. May and June are really beautiful months here because it's not super hot, but it's actually like really beautiful. Everything's in bloom, the garden probably, hopefully, will be in bloom, and all these things. So it's a really nice time to come here before like the whole tourist craziness starts. So yeah, those are the two things. What I also want to do is dive into the whole artist and funding system in France, because I'm really not ready to give up art. I don't think I will ever be. Art is part of my DNA, it's part of me, it's part of who I am. So I want to continue doing art. I want to establish my dream. My dream is to establish a dance festival here. So I talked to one of my friends who just moved to Clermont-Ferrand right before me, and who I worked with, and I have another friend who also I worked with and who's just moved to Paris. So we're kind of like in this think tank phase where we're trying to get ideas. When I'm researching how to open up an association and get funding and things like this. So if you'd be interested in those kind of videos, just let me know, and I will make some videos about that as well, about how association in France works and things like this. At the same time, also video wise, I will be releasing next week a video on how to buy property in France as a foreigner. So, because some of you have been requesting those videos, so I'll definitely make a video about that next week. And I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you we'll go on a little chateau hunt online. I'll show you the websites that I used, and that are still relevant. I'll show you prices. I'll let you know about like how the market works here and what you can expect, how fast things go, all these things. So I just want to cover that in one whole video for you next week. And I just didn't really want to go to 2 videos a week. I hope it works. Let's see. Fingers crossed, right? So yeah, I think those are kind of my plans summed up for 2024. There's a lot, and there's still a lot in the back of my mind, and there's still a lot of dance projects that might come up at the end of the year. That's why I'm just also wanting to be open until the end of September and have October, November, December for dance projects and for myself as well. Then we'll go from there. We'll see how this all evolves. I'm really hoping that I can grow this community here on YouTube. You've been so kind, so generous, and so loving throughout Vlogmas. The comments some of you guys gave and the wisdom you shared, thank you so much for that. I'm very grateful, and I hope you're enjoying this. And if you've come so far and you're not a subscriber, then please consider subscribing because it would help me a lot. And I shall see you all next week. Until then, I say au revoir et à bientôt. Bisous. Bye.